Joash the king remembered not the kindness which Jehoiada his father had done to him, but slew his son. And when he died, he said, Yahweh will look upon it and require it. And it was toward the revolution of the year that the army of Aram came up against him, and they came to Yehudah and Jerusalem, and destroyed all the princes of the people from among the people, and sent all the spoil of them to the king of Damascus. For the army of Aram came with a small company of men, and Yahweh delivered a very great host into their hand, because they had forsaken Yahweh, the God of their fathers. So they executed judgment upon Joash. And when they were departed from him, for they left him very sick, his own servants conspired against him for the blood of the sons of Jehoiada the priest, and slew him on his bed, and he died. And they buried him in the city of David, but they buried him not in the sepulchres of the kings. And these are they that conspired against him: Zabad, the son of Shamaath, the Ammonite, and Jehozabad, the son of Shemerith, the Moabite. Now concerning his sons, and the greatness of the burdens laid upon him, and the rebuilding of the house of the God, behold, they are written in the commentary of the book of the kings. And Amaziah his son reigned in his stead. Of the books called Chronicles, the 2nd, chapter 25. Amaziah was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jehoadin of Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh, but not with a perfect heart. Now it was, when the kingdom was established to him, that he slew his servants that had killed the king his father. But he put not their children to death, but did according to that which is written in the law of the book of Moshe, as Yahweh commanded, saying, The fathers shall not die for the children, neither shall the children die for the fathers, but every man shall die for his own sin. Moreover, Amaziah gathered Yehudah together, and ordered them according to their fathers' houses, under captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, even all Yehudah and Benjamin. And he numbered them from 20 years old and upward, and found them 300,000 chosen men, able to go forth to war, that could handle spear and shield. He hired also 100,000 mighty men of valor out of Yisrael, for 100 kakarim of silver. But the man of the God came to him, saying, O king, let not the army of Yisrael go with thee, for Yahweh is not with Yisrael, with all the children of Ephraim. But if thou wilt go, do valiantly, be strong for the battle. The God will cast thee down before the enemy, for there is power in God to help and to cast down. And Amaziah said to the man of the God, But what shall we do for the 100 kakarim, which I have given to the army of Yisrael? And the man of the God answered, Yahweh is able to give thee much more than this. Then Amaziah separated them, the army that was come to him out of Ephraim, to go home again. for what reason their anger was greatly kindled against Yehudah, and they returned home in fierce anger. And Amathyahu took courage, and led forth his people, and went to the valley of Salt, and smote the children of She'ir 10,000. And other 10,000 did the children of Yehudah carry away alive, and brought them to the top of the rock, and cast them down from the top of the rock, so that they all were broken in pieces. But the men of the army whom Amathyahu sent back, that they should not go with him to battle, fell upon the cities of Yehudah, from Shamaron even to Beit Horon, and smote of them 3,000, and took much spoil. Now it was, after when Amathyahu was come from the slaughter of the Edomim, that he brought the gods of the children of She'ir, and set them up to be his gods, and bowed down himself before them, and burned incense to them. For what reason the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Amathyahu, and he sent to him a prophet, who said to him, Why hast thou sought after the gods of the people, which have not delivered their own people out of thy hand? And it was, as he talked with him, that the king said to him, Is it that for a counselor to the king we have given thee? Cease thou for thee. Why shouldst thou be smitten? Then the prophet ceased, and said, I know that God hath determined to destroy thee, because thou hast done this, and hast not hearkened to my counsel. Then Amathyahu, king of Yehudah, took advice, and sent to Joash, the son of Jehoahaz, the son of Jehu, king of Yisrael, saying, Come, let us look one another in the face. And Joash, king of Yisrael, sent to Amathyahu, king of Yehudah, saying, The thistle which was in the Lebanon sent to the cedar that was in the Lebanon, saying, Give thy daughter to my son for a woman. And there passed by a wild beast that was in the Lebanon, and trod down the thistle. Thou sayest, Behold, I have smitten Edom, and thy heart lifteth thee up to boast. Abide now at home. Why shouldst thou meddle to thy hurt, that thou shouldst fall, even thou, and Yehudah with thee? But Amathyahu would not hear, for it was of the God, that he might deliver them into the hand of their enemies, because they had sought after the gods of Edom. So Joash, king of Yisrael, went up, and he and Amathyahu, king of Yehudah, looked one another in the face at Beit Shemesh, which belongeth to Yehudah. And Yehudah was put to the worse before Yisrael, and they fled every man to his tent. And Joash, king of Yisrael, took Amathyahu, king of Yehudah, the son of Joash, the son of Jehoahaz, at Beit Shemesh, and brought him to Jerusalem, and broke down the wall of Jerusalem, from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits. And he took all the gold and silver, and all the vessels that were found in the house of the God, with Obed-Edom, and the treasures of the king's house, the hostages also, and returned to Shamaron. And Amathyahu, the son of Joash, king of Yehudah, lived after the death of Joash, son of Jehoahaz, king of Yisrael, 15 years. Now the rest of the acts of Amathyahu, first and last, behold, are they not written in the book of the kings of Yehudah and Yisrael? Now from the time that Hamatyahu did turn away from following Yahweh, they made a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled to Lachish. But they sent after him to Lachish, and slew them there. And they brought him upon horses, and buried him with his fathers in the city of Yehudah. And all the people of Yehudah took Uzziyahu, who was 16 years old, and made him king in place of his father Amatyahu. He built Hiloth and restored it to Yehudah after when the king slept with his fathers. 16 years old was Uzziyahu when he began to reign, and he reigned 52 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Yecheliah of Jerusalem. And he did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh, according to all that his father Amatyahu had done. And he set himself to seek God in the days of Zechariah, who had understanding in the vision of the God. And as long as he sought Yahweh, the God made him to prosper.